Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how sorting works in arrays. The first sorting technique that we're going to have is bubble sort, which is the simplest of the different sorting techniques available in computer science. So in bubble sort technique, each of the element in the list is compared to the adjacent element. Thus, if there is n elements in a list, then array 0 is compared to array 1, and then array 1 is compared to array 2, and so on. After the comparison has been made, then what we need to do is to swap the elements which has the greater value as compared to the lesser one. Now let's create a program wherein the user will be entering the number of elements that he or she would like to have, and then show the sort the values using the bubble sort technique. Okay, so let's write our code. Let me delete this line here. First thing is we need to declare several variables in our program. So I'll be having here int n, where n will be used to enter the number. Second is I'm going to have here int I, wherein I'm going to use I for our loop. Okay. Next is I'm going to declare our array, in which case I'll have it 100. Okay, so this is our array. Next is let's prompt the user to let's prompt the user to enter the values. So cout enter n. Okay. Cin n. Then after that, once we have entered the values, or we have entered, let's prompt the user now to enter n numbers. Okay, there. Once we have that, let's now go to our input. For I is equals to 1, I less than or equal to n, then I plus plus, cin our array, and then I, okay? This will read or input the elements into our array list. After that, let us now start to arrange the numbers. Okay, let me array list there. So this time we're going to start arranging the numbers. Now, as the rule here is that the numbers will be compared to the adjacent values. Okay. Now, I'm going to add an additional variable here, which I will name it t. Okay. T will be integer t as sort of a temporary variable, and then I'll be creating another variable which is j, which I'm going to use also for the loop here. Now let's okay. So first thing is let's create a loop that will read our array. So for I is equals to 1, I less than, okay, n, and then I plus plus. Next is I'm going to create another loop for j is equals to 1, j less than or equal to n minus 1, and then j plus plus. If our array j is greater than our array j plus 1, meaning the opposite element, what we're going to do here is to store the value into our j variable. And then we need to swap this one here. So a j is equals to a j plus 1, and then a j plus 1 is equals to t. Okay, so the purpose of this is for us to swap the values. Okay, to demonstrate this line here, I have this site that illustrate the use of the bubble sort here. Okay, so we're comparing, so the bubble sort. So this section here allows us to arrange the numbers. So let's go back here. So what we're going to do is that we have here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the position of the array. What we're going to do first is we're going to compare the first and the second element. If the first element, we compare it, is greater than the first element, what we need to do is to swap the values here. Okay? So as you can see, 10 is greater than 5. If it's greater than, then we swap the values. So we swap the values here. Then we move on. Is 10 greater than 15? No. If it's not, then we remain. Then 15, is it greater than 0? Yes. Then we swap the values. Is 15 greater than 12? Yes. Then we swap the values. Then the largest element is bubbled up, in which case we have here 15. And then each of the item here, this is what you call pass. It means the number of times that we were able to scan at the same time, move the elements into our array list. Okay, so this is what this particular line of code does. Once we have moved it, then the next thing to do is for us to somehow print out the pass, a number of times that we're able to look into the scan over the elements here. So cout, then we display here after pass, then we display the value of I, our loop here. Okay, there. Then comes printing the result for j is equals to 1. So this line here, this loop prints the intermediate result. Okay, for j is equals to 1, j less than n, then j plus plus. Okay, then we display the space here, our array j. Once we have that, let's now display the final element. Cout elements of array in ascending order. Okay, then we create here a loop for I is equals to 1, I less than or equal to n, then I plus plus. We display here some spaces, our array, and then I. Okay, so here's our code to demonstrate the bubble sort. Let's now run our code. Let's enter n. Let's say 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so here is the output. So what we're going to do here is, if you notice, 2 and 4 is this the same. Okay, this one 4 and 1. Okay, so we scan first the highest of the numbers here. So what we found is that 9 and 0 has the largest value, so we're able to swap 9 and then 0 here. Next thing is we scan it again. What we found out is this line here, this one here, this line here. So we swap the value of 0 and 6. Next is we check this line here, 5 and 0, so we compare. Then we swap 0 and 5. After that, 0 and 4, 0 and 2, and then 0 and then 1. Okay? Then the final answer is 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and then 9. Okay? So the main concept of bubble sort is for us to just compare to the adjacent element, and then if it's greater than, then what we need to do is to swap the values. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.